Good morning, you lovely people. Well, here we go. Let's do this. It's happening, isn't it? So yesterday like I said, I went shopping and got my bits and pieces yesterday, and what I've done is I've got my PlayStation back from up in the house. So I got my PS4 down here, my Formula One racing. Cause obviously I like a bit, but then again, there's no bloody Formula One to watch on the telly, so I may as well make my own up and drive my own Formula One car. So that was quite amusing. So, but yeah, it is very worrying, I suppose, because it's like got an incubation period of 2 weeks, and there's me saying like Jerry jumps out the car and grabs stuff. Then again, if it has an incubation period, she could catch it, and then give it to me, and so on. So it really is. We really have got to shut down now and call it a day. Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day to all you mums out there today. It's that day today, isn't it? Well, I bought Jerry some Jean Paul Gaultier at the airport coming back, so that's her Mother's Day present. It was fucking $98, so there you go. It wasn't cheap, but it was something that she likes. That was very sweet. And but yeah, so today it's a case of I may go out today. Let's see, because poor Pam, she's all alone and at home in watercolours, and obviously I'll wear a mask and keep myself very sort of I don't know clean and wash my hands and that, and because I've got a lot of footage on my memory cards, my SD cards, which I did in DomRep. And I'm very impressed with the little camera I bought, because obviously I used to have a GoPro, but I sold it because it was never being used enough, and I bought this little action camera. They look identical. I think after like a few years they can make generic ones, and they made this one, and it comes with all these extra parts and bits and pieces, blah 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 blah. 29 bloody pound. So on the last day, when we were told we had to fly back, I got it out and did a lovely video down the beach with the girls. It was like 24 minutes long with Karina and Joey and Tia, and it was lovely, and it just came out so well. And it's always one of those funny things when you do things like this. Hopefully the format's going to be correct for your TV, which is grand. I put the little SD card in a USB and plugged it into the side of my TV, and the footage is fantastic. I'm so chuffed. So I think what we might do today is just me, Joey, and Tia, or sort of wrap up and put our faces on and keep ourselves very sort of away from everybody else, and just go directly to Joey's mum's, who hasn't even left the house, so she's 99% sure she's safe. So we just go directly from here to her house, and then we can plug it into her TV, which is quite modern, which I bought her, and she can watch a lot of our holiday, which would be lovely. And I need to upload a load of stuff to my iPad, so I can take my iPad over there as well, so she can see all the fun pictures and show her the time of our life. And yeah, so it's just a case of that really today. Again, I'm back to my normal self. I sleep quite early, awake at 4:30, and which is nice, I've got my cup of tea and my barocca. I don't like change. I'm a bit of an OCD boy, but I'm feeling very positive. I'm just hoping that the world finds a cure, and people get better, and people stop dying. It's very sad that these people are dying all the time, but obviously it is quite crazy. It's like, I don't know, in some respects they were saying like China, the atmosphere over there is brilliant now. It's a weird sort of double-edged sword. It's like, because people aren't driving their vehicles, and so the air is really good there now, and obviously I wouldn't be at all surprised if petrol prices go down, because nobody's going to be driving their vehicles. And you look at the big picture, I think there's going to be some positives coming out of the very negative side of all this. In retrospect, I think the earth might clean itself up a little bit, regarding sort of global warming and all that malarkey. That's me being a bit scientific there, but it was just thinking about it the other day. I thought, oh my God, yeah, well, they're not doing this, and everything's shutting down. And maybe the world will sort of self-clean itself over the coming weeks, and something that the planet really needs, But obviously we don't need to kill people off, which is very tragic. But I feel good, nice and awake and happy, and I had a good clean my cabin yesterday, and I made it. And I just had a bit of a sort of a spring clean. New bedding. I know the bedding's the same, but I do actually have two identical sets of bedding, because I really like this bedding, so I bought another set. So I made my bed yesterday, and so I got my PlayStation down here now, and with my Formula One game, which can take me a while to do, because it's bloody hard. Not that I've had anything yet. And again, it's a great machine, because it's a DVD player, Blu-ray DVD player, so I can watch DVDs if necessary, which got tons of those kicking around. But again, with Netflix and Amazon Prime and a few other films I've got on a memory stick, I think I've got plenty to be getting on with down here. I shan't be bored, but again, just nobody can come to the house anymore until we know what's going on, because obviously, but maybe I'm very susceptible to this illness. And Tears off school now as well. It's great. Well, even if there was school when I got back, I was going to keep her off anyway, because I couldn't take that risk of her going in and catching something and bringing it home to us. The family, which had been terrible, but no, all good in the hood. Just letting you know my cancer's fine. But as far as I know, I still don't feel any different than I did before. I'm taking all my meds, and obviously I'm going to get my chemo and my blood test next week. But yeah, my cancer's mega, really. Considering it's over a year now, and I was told I was going to die a year ago, and I'm still kicking. So let's keep kicking, eh? Like I always say, let's get busy living or get busy dying. And I think, I'm doing the get busy living, because I like living. Living's fun. Love you guys so much. And again, thanks for being there for me. And I will give you another little update. If things change during the day, I'll always let you know what's happening. But things are so far so good. Loads of love, guys. Take care. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourself good as well, eh? Love you guys, guys. Bye.